Welcome. Hello, everyone. I'm the Dr. Powell, and you're watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, our first guests are the former Bedford Town Supervisor and Chief Experience Officer of the Multicultural Chamber of the WBWPC. And they're with us today to speak about the Westchester Black Women's Political Caucus and their upcoming Westchester Power Circle event. So please welcome to the show, Mary Ann Carr and Charlene Nixon. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having us, Bob.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob, for having us.
You're very welcome. Please tell us about the Westchester Black Women's Political Caucus and tell us what it's all about.
The Westchester Black Women Political Caucus was founded in 1976. And its focus is not just empowering Black women, but empowering, uplifting, and positioning them to obtain political offices.
Yeah. And what is your role in it?
I am a member of the New Rochelle chapter, and I work with the leadership of the entire entity to build programs and execute programs, acquire speaking personalities, anything that's going to add value and create visibility for the caucus.
And Mary Ann?
Similar. I'm a member of the Greenberg White Plains chapter, and I serve in a supportive position, helping to elevate Black women, to bring visibility to potential candidates who could possibly run for office. We certainly know there is a huge underrepresentation of Black women in the political arena and serving in office and being represented at the table. And so it is our goal and our mission is to make sure that more Black women, people of color, are represented. And we have to be intentional about that because it just doesn't happen with us sitting on the sidelines. So this organization really is about positioning and getting them ready to apply themselves and just become fearless leaders.
So on radio and TV, we talk about the circle of love. There's a circle of love, there's a circle of sisters, and there's a power circle. Tell us about that power circle for Westchester.
Well, a power circle is a group of individuals, I'm just paraphrasing, that has influence. Okay, it's a group of, it doesn't matter what industry, there is a power circle. A power circle will inform you and help you sustain. So this one we were naming, brainstorming for this was like, okay, who is in the room? Because that's where and how you form a power circle. The thought leaders, the policymakers, the business leaders, they make up, different spheres of the power circle. So for this platform or this event, it was like, who is in the room? Westchester's Power Circle. So everyone that's in political office or vying to be in political office, they're in the room. So under the president's leadership, Sabomi, we decided, okay, we're not just going to work internally and support and educate and promote and elevate Black women in the chapter to have them ready for political office. Yeah. We are also going to go a step further and bring in the general public so they can hear, see, and experience what these elected officials stand for so they can make an informed decision and be part of the power circle.
That's what when you went up to Albany for the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus, so the legislators weekend, a lot of people like to go up there to interact with those elected officials to find out what's on their mind, some of the things that they're doing in the community as far as education, economic development, working with our seniors and, things of that nature. So it's always good to mix and mingle and find out, where people stand. And
exactly. Especially when you meet them in a casual setting.
Yeah.
in a less rehearsed setting, then you really get a good vibe as to who they are, what they stand for, and if they align with your values.
So you have this event coming up, right? What's the date of the event?
The date of the event is May 15th, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Westchester Community College, which is in Valhalla, New York.
Oh, okay. All right. You may just stop by. Let me look at this calendar and see what's going on here. Mary Ann, listen, what's the primary goal of this event, and how can people at home help you and get more involved?
Well, the goal of this event is to bring all of the community together with the trailblazers that have already, become elected officials, as well as those potential candidates who are looking to become, our representatives in our neighborhoods. And so the goal is to connect us all and make sure that we understand who they are, because, people can put things on paper, everybody looks good on a website, but when you get up close and personal with the person, you get a chance to see who they are, what principles they have, what values do they possess person. So the goal is really to get to know these people, because, we don't want them to consider our vote just a slam dunk. It needs to be something where we hold them accountable and responsible and make sure that they are being transparent with us. And it's this power circle, like Charlene has mentioned, it includes all of us. It's not, we look up to the elected officials and we hold them in such high esteem. And yes, they have really important work to do, but we the people are the power, and we put the people there. And so I always think of the power is in the people. And it is about making sure the people understand who's vying for that coveted seat to represent them. And when they get that coveted seat, take it seriously. Do not neglect your community. Don't come around, once or twice a year. We want to see you, within the community.
Yeah.
We want to see what works.
What the people say.
Exactly.
And you mentioned something about getting to know people. You have to look them in the eye. So then you have to go back to that original social media where you're up front, in person, and looking in their eyes and shaking their hands and finding out what's on their minds. That's the original social media.
Yeah, right?
That's right.
And let me just piggyback on something Mary Ann said. Our demographic is the demographic that really influences who is in office or not, right? Yeah. We are the people that our elected officials come to get them where they want to go. And we want to change that. We want to change that, we're used that way. Okay, so what we want this event is to, two platforms. Who are you and what do you stand for? Who we are and what our needs are. And then we marry those two. Because until we align, our values align with someone who can create the opportunities to execute those needs, those wants and needs, then we're just going, in a circle of nothing getting done and nothing being completed, and our demographic being used.
So be outside of the power circle.
Yes. Yes.
Completely different circle.
Correct.
But thank you guys for all that you're doing. Are you guys thinking about maybe running for something down the line in the future? Because you'll have the package. You'll know what it's all about.
I have no intention. I never even thought I would be on this journey that I'm on, but I'm just going where the universe takes me. For me, my platform is education. I want to educate our diverse population on how to achieve success so they can create wealth and generational wealth. And that's what my organization's platform is. It's really about creating bite-sized digestible pieces, and actionable pieces so that our demographic can build sustainable businesses.
Let go, let God.
That's right.
Mary Ann? How do you
I
feel?
will never say never. Certainly I've
I
had
know
my,
you're quiet when I asked the question in the beginning.
yes,
Sometimes,
I never say never. I certainly don't, I don't like to run for the sake of just running.
Yeah.
I like to make sure there is a valid reason for running and that there is a support in place for running.
Right.
I've run a few races and as I look at it, I certainly made sure that when I left my community, the town board government, I left it better than I found it. I put
There you
two more people on the town board, you know, first Latino male, gay male, and also an African-American woman. So I serve wherever there is a need.
I like that.
I don't need to be front and center, but I am very happy being a support and working behind the scenes. And if there's a, you know, an opportunity where someone else needs to step up or I need to step up, I wouldn't hesitate.
There you go. Thank you guys so much. Listen, where can we go for more information on all the stuff that the wonderful things that you guys are doing in our community in education?
You can go to our website, which is wbwpc.org. So that will be www.wbwpc.org. And to RSVP for this event, wbwpcwestchester@gmail.com. And the event is $25 per attendee. And if there is a corporation or an entity out there that would like to support us, we do have sponsorship packages available. So
Everything's on that site, right?
Everything is on the website and the flyer. Yes.
Well, thank you guys so much. You're going to give me a hard wrap right here. Charlene A. Nixon, Chief Experience Officer of the Westchester Multicultural Chamber, and Mary Ann Carr, former Bedford Town Supervisor. We love you guys and thank you for all the work that you're doing in our community. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
We
welcome.
appreciate the time that you've given us this morning.
You're welcome. You're always welcome to come back too. We're going to
Okay,
take a
wow.
break right here. More open coming up next.